Hello, I am here.
A pretty good conversation.
I am here. Hello, I am here in Bside Radio setting up, and we're gonna start soon, so get ready.
Headphones if you want to listen to yourself talk and whatnot. Let me know if I need to control the volume for...
I can't hear myself.
Yeah, because the mics aren't on yet because it's on automation. Once we go live, will be when the mics will be able to come on. Okay. Yeah, I haven't heard
Say
this
hi
song
behind
yet.
you.
Oh, hello. Hope you guys are tuned in. I can already see some followers that are on there. Hello. Let's see. Sydney Grossman, myself verified, David Slinger Music.
Okay.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Awesome.
This should be a fun show.
I love this microphone.
Yeah, they're cool,
The
man.
Shure, what's it called? Shure
Oh, hell, I'm not sure.
I was gonna get this one. SM7B. Yeah. Great microphone.
Yeah, they're great for radios. I think they have somewhat of a similar company microphones in the podcast room, and I know that when I worked with the engineering committee at WIUX, they use these a lot for some of the live sets. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I used this to record only once.
Oh, really? Yeah, they're great mics, man. Great quality.
Yeah, great quality. It wasn't gonna work with mine because oh wait, should I decline now?
Not yet. No, not yet.
It wasn't gonna work with like me because I didn't have the right audio converter.
What is going on, WIUX listeners? You are tuned into Jaybird Radio on WIUX Bside Radio, Wednesdays at 2 p.m., Sundays at noon. Today is Wednesday. It is really cold. It is really wet, and most importantly, oh, God dang it! I already.
What happened?
I was supposed to add the "It is Wednesday, my dudes" sound button, and it messed up.
You didn't do that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I messed it up, but that's all right. It is a very rainy, crappy, wet Wednesday. That even sounded
Wet
weird
Wednesday.
saying. Yeah,
Yep,
wet
totally.
Wednesday.
It's hump day.
But I'm currently walking in puddles because I have holes in my shoes,
Yeah.
and today I have a very special guest with me on the show. I have Miss Dalit Merenfeld, and Dalit, thank you very much for coming onto the show.
Thank you for having
She
me.
is an aspiring singer-songwriter as well as a cover artist, and today we're going to be talking about your influences in music. We're going to be playing some of your songs, and hopefully we'll have a pretty good conversation. So, Dalit, I'm very
sure
excited
it's
to
gonna
have
be
you on
great.
the show.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you.
Let's go ahead and start by telling us a little bit about yourself.
Sure, yeah. So I'm Dalit Merenfeld. I'm 22 years old. Major in marketing and minor in music,
Ooh.
classic things that you say in class. I'm from Israel. I was born to Venezuelan parents, so I am a melting pot of, cultures and traditions and all that. It's really fun. I've been singing kind of my whole entire life. My family's very musical, but mostly I've been singing professionally, kind of like, I've been taking lessons ever since I was 11, and then I kind of switched over to pop music this year, so it's been a fun transition and something that's kind of like go with the flow. I don't really know what I'm doing with it, but it's been so much fun, so I know I want to continue.
Dope. Well, right on. We're very excited to have you on the show, and I'm very excited to learn more about you as the show progresses. We're going to go ahead and get started with Dalit's actually one of her singles, and this is Only One. You are listening to WIUX Bside Radio. This is Jaybird Radio.
You're not the only one that's hurting. Praying for a star, praying for my heart. You're not the only one that's burning. Burning with You're not the only one that's burning, burning with desire, burning like a fire.
All right, that was Only One by Dalit. Dalit, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about that song? I just heard it for the first time yesterday. You sent me all the music for the radio show, and I hadn't been able to listen to it until literally last night as I was like trying to write an analysis paper for music theory, and I really liked the song. So tell us about it a little
Was
bit.
it inspiration for your analysis? Thing?
You know, it was more of a distraction because I was just more like bumping my head to it while I was trying to write this paper, and then I was just like, oh shit, I gotta focus. But yeah,
you're like, okay, enough of this song.
Yeah, enough of this song. I gotta move on and actually put on some music that like will actually help me concentrate, other than want to dance and have a good time and turn up and all that good stuff.
Well, I'm glad that it gave you those effects because that's what I was trying to do.
Well, that's dope. All right.
Okay, so yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about the song. So basically, I was in a class where we had to learn how to use like GarageBand and kind of like different DAW systems, and our final project was to make a song of our own. So I decided to make like a techno-y song because it's kind of like the music that I had been listening to at that time. This was 2 semesters ago. So just playing around kind of, I got to like a very rough version of the song. And for me, like when I write music, I want all of the lyrics to always have like some sort of meaning. And at the end, I want people to feel a little bit hopeful with my music.
You want them to be provocative, but you also want them to be, you want it to have like a catchy, fun like tune to it.
And make people like feel good at the end, you know? Like all of my lyrics are kind of like, this is a situation that people can be going through at any given time that's negative, but here's like where the positive comes in. Like right after, like you get stronger or you get better. So this song is kind of how, it's kind of saying how you're not the only one that's going through a certain like negative thing throughout your life at any given moment, because everyone is going through these negative things that no one else knows about, especially with how pretty social media is, you know what I mean? So this was kind of like, yes, everyone's going through bad things all the time, but you're not the only one that is going through something negative, not the only one that is desiring to do something, and not the only one that has aspirations or dreams. And it's kind of like saying how, even though we're all going through that stuff, like, it's time to like go at it, go at your dreams, and like, you know, like help yourself overcome and help others overcome whatever negative obstacles you're going through. So that's the meaning of the lyrics. But then I got this rough version done, and for me, like, this was the first song that I had ever produced. I thought it was like so cool, but you know, like looking back at it now, it's GarageBand sounds and like
still, I mean, hell, I couldn't tell that it was GarageBand.
This is not cool. No. So basically, I did it, and then I got to school. And I saw one of my friends that I hadn't seen literally since like freshman year, and I had told him that I did this song and whatever, and he's like, oh, my roommate is, he's an audio engineer at Jacobs. So I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. I would love to show him some of my songs. So his name is Leo Berliant. I sent him this song, and I told him, I'm like, I know you're really busy and everything, but if you like the song, I would really like to collab on something, and maybe you can reproduce it or something. And like a few weeks later, he had this amazing version that sounds nothing like the original, but still the same lyrics and the same like progression, structure, and all that stuff. But he made this amazing production out of like the thing that I had, which I have it here. I don't know if you can listen to it, or I don't know
if you want to plug it in and we want to listen to it for a second, that'd be cool.
It's like pretty embarrassing, but yeah, why not?
Go ahead and plug it right in.
Sweet. Okay, but basically it's been a really fun ride. That was my first song that I ever wrote, and here it is. Let's see if I can grab it.
Kick that shit, yo.
It's really embarrassing, so no one expect anything from me, please. This is the one I made.
Yeah, that is a very GarageBand sound.
Oh, please.
Trust me, I've used that.
You're not the only one that's hurting.
And this is like a voice memo that I did and like put it on, and I also couldn't hit this note, so it was very low.
You know, I actually kind of like it. I actually really like it. I like how the voice memo sound almost has like that kind of radio effect on it.
Yeah, like here's me layering my voice. But I did do the chops. That's something I could take credit for. So yeah, that was all me. But only the chops.
Those
Geo
chops
worked magic on everything else.
That's funny.
This part is actually kind of cool.
Hi, Mom. Sorry, my mom's on IG Live.
Totally fine. My mom is also
Oh, okay. So they can hear. All right.
sweet.
Because my mom was saying that she couldn't hear anything. Use something different. Don't use a phone, Mom.
Yeah, so that's kind of like the gist of what I had before. It's fun,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
like
definitely not as good as the new one.
I like it.
Thank you. But yeah, this is like the first time people are hearing this version because I've never put this out. So very fun exclusive for all of you.
I am so shitty when it comes to like producing anything involving like a good beat. Like for a while, I used to think that I would produce like rap beats for a while, just because I listened to a lot of rap and I figured that I have I have a MIDI keyboard, I can do this shit. And then I took one introduction to computer music class. Literally last year, and I was just like, yeah, no, I need to not do this anymore.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna stick to like other things that I'm actually talented
Yeah,
at.
I'm gonna stick to instrumentals here. Let me get that chord real quick. But and real quick, I just want to let people know that this Sunday I have a Side Hustle coming on the show, so you definitely want to listen in on that.
They're amazing.
Dalit, you really want to listen in on these guys. They're awesome. Side Hustle is great. Eric Ashby, who's actually in our class, our class, is in it, and he's the drummer,
so
and
cool.
the band is,
Amazing.
freaking awesome. But yeah, definitely a show you want to tune into. Also on March 3rd, my cousin Hunter will be coming in on the show, and we're going to be doing an MMA hour after the UFC 235 fight card with John Jones and Anthony Smith. You'll definitely want to tune into that. But to continue our conversation, Dalit, when did you first like discover music? Like when did you like first realize that like music was something that was kind of like important to you?
Ooh, okay. Well, since I kind of grew up in a family that was very musical, whether they were actually good at music or not, like we've just always been singing at all times. And for me, it was kind of like just part of like normal life. Like you sing, you listen to music at all times. There's always a song stuck in your head. And I thought that was like a normal thing that happens to everyone. But then I think like after maybe I was like 15, something like that, I kind of realized that I'm the only person that I know that is just constantly thinking about music and about like singing and about all that stuff and is very seriously like taking classes and all that stuff. So I think that's when I kind of realized that it was something really special to me and that I wanted to pursue in some way. And at that time it was just like singing opera. I was a soprano